experience. I know how to solve real problems, build efficiency, and get things done. I believe in innovation, transparency, and doing what we say we're going to do. But most importantly, I am not the status quo. So thank you again for having me here this evening, and I look forward to tonight's discussion.
Thank you so much for sharing, Judge Spiro.
All right, good evening. I do want to start by thanking Pastor Bell and Pastor Floyd and everybody here at Cottage Hill Baptist for putting on this fantastic event. My name is Spiro Charagatis. Some of you may know me as Mr. Lucy Greer. Lucy and I have 4 young children together, and I want you to know that we're invested in the future of Mobile. Not just for my kids, but for every child that calls Mobile home. Y'all, I'm proud to live in Mobile. We are doing big things in this city with the River Bridge, with the airport, with the arena. These are transformational projects that are going to change the face of Mobile for years to come. But the next mayor can't be content just to complete those projects. We have to be looking forward to what's next for this city. Over the next 5 years, we expect to add about 6,000 jobs to our economy. But those jobs are just numbers on a page if we don't connect those jobs to Mobile workers. So that means we need to be looking at what's next. What's next for economic development? What's next for public transportation? What's next for workforce housing? You know, a family of 4 today that makes a household income of $70,000, there's not really a house in this city they can afford. That's not just a problem for Mobile families, that's an economic development issue. In this city, I expect we're gonna grow. You know, with these jobs, we're gonna grow, and that means we need to take a hard look at our aging infrastructure. Mobile is the 18th oldest city in the nation. We still have wood drainage pipes in parts of our city. Fixing our aging infrastructure is a very heavy lift, and that means we need to have a long-term plan to make sure that we're addressing that, making our dollar go as far as it can, while not ignoring the newer parts of the city and forgoing maintenance so they become the problem of the future. Even if we address, there are so many other things to talk about, even if we address all these things, people are not going to choose to live and work in our city if we don't address crime. As a former prosecutor and a former judge, I've seen what works and I've seen what doesn't work. As your mayor, I will be committed to investing in emerging technologies like AI and refocusing the efforts of our police department so that we're focusing on gun violence. We have a youth gun violence problem in this city. It's not a problem that we can just arrest our way out of. So we have to ask ourselves, what's next? What's next for education? What's next in workforce development? If you remember anything about me tonight, I hope you'll remember that I am all in for this city, and I am all in on seeing Mobile reach its full potential. Thank you.
Thank you, Judge. Commissioner Connie Hudson.
Thank you. Good evening, everyone. Thank you, Pastor Bell and Pastor Floyd, for co-hosting tonight, and I appreciate all of you coming out to join us. I'm Connie Hudson. I am currently the District 2 representative on the Mobile County Commission, and I have been very fortunate to live in Mobile the majority of my adult life. I moved here in 1979. The city has blessed me with immeasurable opportunities to work, to volunteer, to serve in public office, to raise my family. I have 3 children, and now watch my grandchildren grow up. I love my life in Mobile, my community, and the people that I serve. Public service is a calling for me. It's a calling and a passion, and it gives me a deep sense of fulfillment and purpose. And for these reasons, and because I care about the future of our city, I've decided to step up and run for mayor. I know that I have the knowledge, the experience, the work ethic, the skill sets, the vision, and the passion to step into the office of mayor and lead Mobile into an even brighter future. With the 24 years of experience that I have in local government, I know I am well prepared. We've all seen a lot of progress over the years in Mobile, but Mobile still has many challenges. And those challenges will require strong and visionary leadership to address and to overcome. My priorities are focused on improving quality of life, but first and foremost on improving public safety, because safety is and should be the #1 priority of any city. As your mayor, I will not tolerate the senseless violence in our streets and neighborhoods, and I am committed to doing everything within my power to stop that. My administration will hire additional police officers and reestablish neighborhood and park patrols. We'll focus on addressing youth gun violence and gang activity, and partner with the school system, the faith and community-based organizations to establish mentoring and vocational programs for at-risk youth. And we'll ramp up targeted traffic enforcement to address speeding and red light running. Other priorities include establishing redevelopment authority to address blighted properties in neighborhoods and around businesses, and to incentivize attainable and affordable housing developments. We have to stop the exodus of people leaving our city and attract families back into Mobile. We'll continue working to attract and expand local businesses and site selection from business and industry, and also provide opportunities for our citizens for workforce development. And we'll expand and improve parks and recreation. These are all initiatives that I will work on. This list is not mutually exclusive, but I ask your support, on August the 26th. Thank you.
Commissioner Hudson's questions for you. There's been a lot of talk over the years concerning annexation. Where do you stand on annexation as a means of growing the city of Mobile?
I think annexation is a means certainly of growing the population and growing the territory of Mobile, but I think and I support it under certain circumstances. I think it has to be favorable, mutually favorable. The circumscribed area that the city would annex, the citizens would have to be a majority, would have to be interested in joining the city for the services, for the protections, and also to have a voice in government. So if that's clearly indicated, then I think that would certainly be something we would pursue. But at the same time, the city has to look to see what the cost would be, because the infrastructure itself, when you accept that infrastructure into the city through annexation, then there is a cost, because you're maintaining additional area, you're policing different, an additional area, and so that has to be factored in. But at the same time, increased population also qualifies the city for more state and federal grant money. So looking at all the pros and cons, I think that certainly we do need to grow the city, and we just have to be judicious about how we go about it and work with the citizens to show them what a benefit is to be a part of the city and have those protections and those services.
Very good. Thank you, Commissioner Hudson. Commissioner Connie Hudson, this is for you. Do you see the 9,000 acres owned by malls surrounding Big Creek Lake to be developed in the foreseeable future? And if you would, in your time that you have, just want to address the Big Creek situation.
To answer your question, no, I do not see any kind of large-scale development. The property was purchased by malls. It was acquired in order to be a buffer, to protect the Converse Reservoir, Big Creek Lake, which is the main source of drinking water for at least 70% of the city of Mobile and out into the county as well. And so I know that there's a lot of controversy right now about the closure and the acreage around it, and the city having made attempts at one point to consider annexation. I don't see development there. The only kind of development that I think makes sense, that I think Moz is actually in favor of, is some type of public access, park development, maybe a pier, campgrounds, walking, biking trails, that sort of thing. And in fact has reached out to the county for a partnership going forward. And so I see that, but no other kind of large-scale development in those 9,000 acres.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Mr. Miller.
It's hard to pick who to vote when you have so many good candidates, and so I think people want to know, who are you voting for? And what I want to tell you about me is that I'm a husband, I'm a father, I'm a small business owner, I'm an attorney and a former prosecutor and a judge. But first and foremost, I'm a man of God. And being a man of God guarantees you a few things with me. And that is, one, I'm going to tell you the truth, always. Two, I'm going to do the right thing no matter what the political cost is. And three, I'm committed to loving my neighbor, no matter where they come from or what they look like, how old or young, rich or poor. If you remember one thing about me, I do want you to remember that I am all in for this city. When I left my judgeship, it wasn't because I needed a better job. I loved my job. It wasn't because I needed a raise. It was a pay cut at the time I left. It's because I am all in on seeing this great city fully achieve its potential. That means I'm all in for the people of this city. I want to see them achieve their full potential. That means I'm all in for you. I'm all in for your children. I'm all in for your children's children. I'm all in for your school. I'm all in for your church. I'm all in for your business. I am all in on building a beautiful, brighter future in this city. And I'm asking you to go all in with me. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Commissioner Hudson.
Thank you very much, and I again appreciate the opportunity to be here this evening and to have all of you come out tonight and share your precious time. We are at a pivotal time in the city of Mobile, and the decisions that will be made later this year in August and potentially September will chart the course for the future of our city. And we have so many things happening in Mobile right now, so many transformational projects, so many issues, so many challenges, that it really does require experienced leadership, experienced, knowledgeable leadership on city operations, on how to get things done, how to be effective, how to partner with other organizations and those relationships. Relationships are everything when you're in public office, and that's how you get things done. We talk a lot about partnerships and collaboration. You know, if I had to pick one strong suit of mine, it would be collaboration. I work very well with organizations, civic groups, nonprofits, other governmental entities, and that's the only way in all these years. It's 24 years in public office, 9 years on the city council, 14 and a half years on the county commission. That is the only way I've been able to get things accomplished. You know, I have a list of accomplishments, but it's not about Connie Hudson. It's about the people that I work with, and a lot of those are staff members with the city and the county, because, you know, we're the front people. We take the accolades, but it's everybody else working. And so there's a lot of energy, a lot of passion, a lot of interest in this community. People sitting right here in this audience that need to be a part of this process. I'm interested in your input. I'm interested in listening to you. And together we can make this happen. We can take Mobile to the next level. So I appreciate your support. Connie Hudson for mayor on August the 26th. Thank you so much.
Thank you for what you